officers. Good now. What's going on? Where's this at? There's a protest. Mexico flags everywhere protesting ICE immigration raids and deportations. They all chant in Spanish, "We're not going anywhere." How have we allowed illegals to become too emboldened that they literally chant that they'll keep breaking our laws to police officers? Where's this at? I don't know where that's at. Walaikum salam. How you doing? Amin. And you as well. How you doing, Aki? Big protest apparently, but I don't know exactly where this is at. Maybe Texas? I don't know. It's I can't tell what that building where it's from. Maybe it's Texas. Assalamu alaikum, Aki. How you doing, Hasso? How you doing, bro? What's the morning looking like? I'm online, but it's looking slow right now. Where are you watching it? It was on X, on the X platform, and there was they're protesting. There's a bunch of police officers there too. It was at nighttime, and it was a building that it kind of has some blue lights in the background. And there was this structure that was like this. Maybe it's Texas, I'm thinking. I don't know. But they were protesting and chanting in Spanish because the thing said they're chanting in Spanish. We're not going anywhere or something like this. Why are you bundled up? I already got used to it. I like the gloves. The gloves feel comfortable, man. I need to cut this little piece of string here. But I only have the knife. If I pull it out, and then YouTube sees me with a knife, they're gonna say that guy is waving a knife on the camera. We gotta take down his account. North Texas, I just found the protest. That's where it's at? I had a feeling it was probably Texas, somewhere in Texas. So they're chanting, "We're not going anywhere." Like DMX. I don't know. I read something that said that Trump is asking Egypt and was it? Egypt and Jordan to take in Palestinians. He wants to clear out the thing. He wants to clear out Palestine and rebuild. No, sir, this is not a good idea. Yeah, I know in some areas he's gonna be messed up. I know this. That's one of those things. But on the immigration thing, see, it's kind of weird because in one hand he's asking the Palestinians to leave their land. In the other hand, he's asking the Mexicans here and other people to go back to their land. So you're asking a group of people to leave their land so that the thieves can take over it, right? Then you're asking the ones here to no, go back to where you're. So how can you ask Egypt, take these people in, right? Take these people that are not from Egypt, and asking Jordan to take these people in, driving them away from their actual home. But the people here, they came from other countries, right? Illegally, right? You're telling them to go back. If they're here illegally, I agree, go back, right? But then be consistent on both ends. Don't ask the Palestinians to leave their land and then ask the people here, they are here illegally, to go back to their land, right? Because the illegal people can make the same claim. Let's say you're saying the Egypt should take the Palestinians as refugees. Okay, then legal people can say, well, we're coming here because we're in need. There's gangs in our country. We're fear for our life. That's why we're asking for asylum here. There's no job opportunity. Our economy is in shambles. Our country's ruined. Same argument could be made by the illegal immigrants, right? But there's a law, right? The law works a certain way. So there's inconsistency by Trump on that end. He wants the Palestinians to go to Egypt and Jordan. I mean, he wants to clear everyone. It's getting wild. I heard something about 10 or 11 million people. We will never leave our land if you give us all the diamonds and the gold in the world. We will never leave. And you shouldn't have to leave. You shouldn't have to leave. So I don't know how he's gonna. I don't know how he's gonna get that to work. I don't see that happening. And then Colombia just denied entry to some Colombian people that were getting deported because he sent them back there in cargo, like a cargo warplane. And Colombia said they are not criminals. We'll take them if you send them back in regular plane. About 11 million, yeah. So Colombia is saying we'll take them if you send them back in like regular planes, because Trump sent a whole bunch of people back there in a cargo warplane. I think it's because they can fit more in that plane. And yeah, the Colombian president said no. So now Trump is like mad at that guy. I don't know what's gonna happen next. What's going on, Dot? How are you? So let's see how things are gonna shape up. Bro, where's my charger?
Start recording video.
He already put a 25% tariff on Colombia. What does Colombia import? Feel bad for the coffee drinkers. Prices will skyrocket. For Colombian coffee? Is that what they import? They import coffee mainly, but they import a lot of other stuff. So he imposed a 25% tariff on everything, all items coming from Colombia. Fluffy, what's going on, Fluffy? It's been a while. How are you? All items. All items, yeah? I wonder if he did that. Did he do that on the first day? Or just recently? Because I'm wondering if he did it as a response from the president not taking in the Colombian people that were deported because he sent them over there in the cargo planes. I wonder if that came as a result of that dispute or if he did this prior to this. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Let me see. Let's see what's going on in the news when it comes to Trump today. Colombia backs down on accepting deportees on military planes after Trump. This is how they get you to click on it so you can read the rest of the headline. Oh, okay. Colombia backs down on accepting deportees on military planes after Trump's tariff threats. So is it a threat or he actually did it? This was 6 hours ago. Colombia has walked back from the brink of a damaging trade war with the United States, reaching an agreement on accepting deported migrants being returned on military planes after a flurry of threats from President Donald Trump that included steep tariffs. Colombia says Sunday evening it had agreed to all of President Trump's terms, including the unrestricted acceptance of immigrants who enter the U.S. illegally after 2 U.S. military planes carrying deportees were blocked from entering the country. We will continue to receive Colombians and Colombian women. I hate when that happens. You know, when you click something by mistake. Any Muslim, show me Palestine in the Quran or the Holy Land. Palestine wasn't created when Islam came into play. So what are you talking about? Palestine's been there way before. Okay, so let me finish reading this. And just because something is not in the Quran doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's a weird logic. You know how many things are not in the Quran that exist prior to that and after? What are you talking about? That's a very stupid lie. Show me the Congo in the Quran. Oh, doesn't exist. That's a very low IQ thing to say. It's very stupid. How come Cuba is not in the Quran? It must not exist. How about Ohio in the United States? Doesn't exist. See, anytime one of these dumbasses comes on here thinking they have a gotcha moment, it's very stupid, low IQ arguments. Because it's not there. It must not exist. That's your logic. I'm just applying your logic to other things. Okay, so let's go back to Colombia's on there. We will continue to receive Colombian and Colombian women who return as deportees, guaranteeing them decent conditions as citizens subject to rights. Foreign Minister Luis, blah, blah, blah. That was his statement. He added that U.S. deportation flights and resume in the Colombian presidential planes was being prepared to assist the repatriating citizens. So the guy changed his mind and said, okay, we're going to take him. We're going to take him in because Trump is about to put this tariffs on, you know. Okay, what else we got? Military aircraft. Oh, they're doing it to Brazil too. Brazil decrees degrading aircraft conditions. The U.S. began using military aircraft to return recent border crossers back to their countries of origin last week, with flights expecting to continue delay. Has helped measure before, but not. The U.S. is also asking Mexico for help repatriating its national via land ports of entry along the U.S.-Mexico border. Though Mexico also appeared to turn around a military flight heading for the country last week. Brazil joined Colombia on Sunday in condemning the Trump administration handling of repatriated migrants on deportation flights, denouncing the treatment of Brazilian nationals who arrived in the country Friday as degrading. Ha! Brazilian authorities said they found 88 handcuffed deportees on a U.S. flight that mistakenly landed in a different city than its intended destination. Brazilian officials did not authorize the plane to continue on due to the use of handcuffs and chains, the poor conditions of the aircraft, with a faulty air conditioning system, among other problems. And the migrants were transported to their final destination on a Brazilian Air Force flight. What else we got here? Trump to sign executive order banning transgender troops report. Donald Trump is expected to sign 3 executive orders on Monday that would reshape the military, including banning transgender service members from serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. The order will also include gutting the military diversity, equity and inclusion programs, and reinstating service members with back pay who were discharged for refusing to get the vaccine. I like this. Vaccinated for COVID-19. White House officials have told them. So there's people from the military that lost their position in the military and were fired just because they didn't want to. They didn't want to take that vaccine. So he's giving them their job back, which is good. I agree with this. This guy, man, Fetterman, that guy is weird. I only accept, may Allah bless you. Because when people say bless you, that's in vain. Because we don't have the power to bless anyone. I know the intention is good, obviously. But I even told this to my wife. When you say bless you, say God bless you. God blesses. Humans don't. But I know where the intention comes from. So I appreciate the intention. This thing's charging or what? Let's see what the BBC is saying. Yeah, today's the 27th, I believe. Let's see what the BBC is saying. Mass arrests in nationwide U.S. immigration crackdown. A nationwide immigration crackdown on Sunday resulted in the arrest of 956 people, the most since Donald Trump returned to power, according to the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A number of federal agencies with new expanded detention powers were involved in the raids in a number of cities, including Chicago, Newark, and Miami. Oh, they're starting to deport in Miami too. Trump came to power after making mass deportations of undocumented immigrants a central campaign promise. His predecessor, Joe Biden, carried out an average of 311 immigration deportations daily, according to ICE. Mostly individuals who had committed crimes. Since taking office, Trump has carried out 21 executive actions to overhaul the U.S. immigration system. Biden was deporting 311 people a day. Oh, he was deporting 311 people a day, but letting in thousands. Letting in thousands, the border was wide open. That's a bad deal. Sounds like a bad trade. Look how many we're deporting. 311. 311. How many are getting in, sir? 4,000. The heck? That don't sound like a good deal. Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, was in Chicago to oversee the operation there, but his federal crackdown has made Democratic leaders unhappy. Oh, has it? The Democrats are not happy. Is it because later on, it's a fact that a lot of people that come in illegally cross the border later on, when they do get their papers and things like that, they end up being Democrats, because the laws, they know the Democrats are the ones that tend to lean the laws towards illegal immigration. So it's a political move. Oh, in Miami on Sunday, what happened in Miami? Federal law enforcement agencies conducted several immigration enforcement actions. The city's Homeland Security investigation said on social media. This included ICE local office Miami detaining undocumented migrants on various offenses. An unnamed man told CBS News, the BBC's U.S. news partner, that ICE took his wife on the Miami raids this weekend. It's despicable what they're doing right now, he told CBS. It's very embarrassing. So I guess ICE took his wife. Birthday, May 24th. He said his wife was in the process of getting citizenship when ICE arrived. They just came and they snatched her last week. Newark said undocumented residents and citizens, including one military veteran, were detained without a warrant during an ICE raid of local business. Newark will stand by alley while people are being unlawfully terrorized. So if I understand this correctly, the local police doesn't have to aid ICE police, but they can't interfere either. If that's my understanding. They don't have to aid them, but they can't stop them either. On Sunday, in an interview with the ABC News, Holman said he expected arrest and deportation numbers to steadily increase, and said the focus right now was public safety threats, national security threats. The 956 reported arrests on Sunday followed 286 arrests on Saturday. 593 arrests on Friday and 538 arrests on Thursday. During Joe Biden's 4 years in office, he carried out 1.5 million deportations. How many people did he let in? Quadruple that? According to the figures by the Migration Policy Institute, those numbers mirror the deportation numbers in Trump's first term. I don't believe this. I think the BBC is full of crap on this. That's right. The BBC is not that reliable. It's 50-50 with them. ICE is a federal, they have jurisdiction everywhere, exactly. So the local police, no state police can stop them from doing anything. Now, I know there's some states that won't aid them. Like they're not going to help them. There was, but again, they can't stop them. So. Okay, so this was an hour ago. Trump holding off on tariffs after Colombia agrees to accept deported migrants on military planes, White House says. So he's holding off. You know what that means, right? He already knows that's a chess move. He already knows, okay, they definitely will do anything to not accept this tariffs. So I'm going to hold this card or this chess piece. I'm going to hold it. And in the near future, when I want to ask them to do something else, I'm going to tell them to do this. And if they don't do it, I'm going to bring up the tariff piece again on the chessboard. Yeah, because there's no point. If that's the piece he used to get them to accept the people in, and they said, okay, we're going to accept them this way, in this manner, in warplanes, cargo planes, there's no point of, it would be an overkill to still put the tariffs on it. It makes no sense. Instead, he withholds the peace. And later on, when something else arises between the two countries, and he wants to get them to do something, he'll say, do this, or I'll bring this piece back. Remember the tariff piece that you don't want? So, as a person that plays chess in life, I understand what he's doing. Bro, what's going on with the trips? Oh, my app had crashed. Of course, I'm not going to receive any trip because the app was crashed. And I was offline. How am I going to get any trips like that? What's going on, Juju? Impossible to get any trips like that. You going fishing today or what, Hustle? Or are you going to do some deliveries? I'll be back ASAP. Let me see what else we got. Colombia yields on U.S. deportation flights over trade war. Democrats slammed Trump for not making good on promise to immediately lower food prices, aim egg shortage. You mean the crisis you guys created? Egg shortage. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you doing, Moon Zone? Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
Start recording video.
What's the temperature?
Capture is completed.
It's currently 64 degrees.
Oh, 64. 64 is nice. You're asking me to go pick up this person all the way over there and bring him back for that much? No, sir. Maybe if I had no self-respect, I will do it. Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. I'll be back in a little while, inshallah.